Ta-da! I even made a screen for it. I even made a screen for the tier listing. Fancy, I know. Thanks. This isn't American? No. No, it's not. It's a UK tier list. Because I don't know American candies. Also, I got, my favorite Flake No Contest. I got my favorite little snacks. Iced party ring minis. They're so cute. So, since when are you in the UK? Longer than you, not even EU. We're in Europe. It's not part of the European Union anymore. Party rings are also awesome, but banned. Yeah. I'm in that bag like 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not 7. I mean, it's a mini bag. Look, it's a little bag, so I don't overeat them. Right. So, we have S tier, Supreme, A, B, C, D, E, F, and not tried. So, timeout. A timeout bar. I'm gonna say timeout bar is pretty mid. So I'm gonna put it in D. Europe adjacent. Yeah. Hello, Milky Way and Aero, so completely blind here. Yeah. Little bags are great. Gives about just enough hit without demolishing a lot. Yes. So I have lots of like mini snacks for like when I go to work. They'll have like I either have a sandwich or soup for going to work, and they have lots of little snacks just to keep me going, so that way I don't overeat on them. Dairy milk. Okay. Here's the thing. Dairy milk used to be great. Dairy milk was... Cadbury's Dairy Milk used to be one of the best chocolates in the UK. And I don't know if it was about a year ago or something, they changed their recipe. They added a lot more palm oil into it, and it just doesn't taste as good anymore. So, I mean, it's a classic, but it doesn't taste as nice anymore. So, Cadbury got acquired by Mondelez. Went the Hershey's route, yeah. So it's just gonna have to go down here for me, because I don't think it's gonna good. Whisper. Okay, so Whisper, oh, I mean, it's Cadbury as well. Still okay for you? Yeah, I think just like the pure Cadbury just doesn't taste as good. I think like the other ones that are owned by Cadbury are like relatively okay. It's like Whisper, for example, is pure chocolate. It's sort of got like a almost like an Aero type consistency on the inside, where it's soft and bubbly. I'd say I wouldn't instinctively go for a Whisper. Like if I had a selection of chocolates in front of me, I wouldn't default go for like, oh, Whisper. I think they're pretty nice. They're just not my favorite. So I'll probably put a Whisper in a B. Aero. Aeros are nice, but they're not my favorite. So you get... So this is a mint Aero. I quite like the orange Aeros. They're a bit rarer. So like the main one they do is the mint one. I'll probably put Aero in D. Whisper bites are okay. I see Curly Willy. Curly Willy was my favorite as a kid. Air is very airy. Yeah. I think it's like you're paying for chocolate, but all you're getting is air. I can just breathe air. I don't need air in my chocolate. I prefer more solid, dense chocolates. So, Kit Kat Chunky. Lots of people lose their minds over these. I think they're okay. Kit Kat's less chocolate around it now. The wafers are pretty shy too. Yeah. See, Turkish Delight on the list. I'm from Turkey. What's it doing there? We don't have it here. What? Oh yeah, Turkish Delight is very much a I'd say sort of like a it's like it's a fancy it's a fancy treat that's enjoyed here in the UK. like Turkish delight, like the pink squishy, but it's wrapped in chocolate. My mom adores these. Kit Kat Chunky, I'll probably put in about C. Maltesers. I very much like Maltesers. Yuck, Kit Kat. You think Maltesers are overrated? Oh. Why? State your case. Maltesers are... What planet are you on? Never knew that, thanks for the info. It's like sweet gel inside chocolate shell, yeah. Too expensive for what you get. True. The price has gotten expensive. The amount you got has gotten less. I love Maltesers, so I'm going to put them on A. Oh, plain chocolate Aero. Even worse, you're going to go down there. What the fuck is that? Rise chocolate cream? I have not tried that one. I just said I haven't tried that and Peachy went, good. Is it bad? Oh, it's good. Marshmallow, Witch's Brew, and Halloween. Kit Kat's pretty okay though. Regular just wax and cardboard. York peppermint patty type thing. Yeah. Milky Way. There's a kid with NHS frame glasses. I was nicknamed the Milky Bar Kid. Oh no. Yeah, Milky Ways. I think like one like the first ones you get introduced to like as a kid. Because it like is really soft. Kids less like to choke on it. I would not go out of my way to buy a Milky Way bar. So, F. Boost. I don't think I've ever had one. That's gonna go there. Next. Bounty. Frizzy, I agree. Some people, like, when they're getting, like, the box of celebrations, the box, like, multi-chocolates have all the bounties always left over. You know what that is? That's more for me. It's fucking chocolate and coconut. It is delectable. Easily. An A. I love a bounty. Bourneville. So, Bourneville, also in the Cadbury's. Here's one thing. They have this Bourneville chocolate that almost no one's ever had. But they have this other very specific one called Bourneville Old Jamaica, which you will never see in shops. And it's you'll find it in like 3 shops. But they still make this Bourneville Old Jamaica. And it's rum and raisin chocolate. And it is phenomenal. And I don't understand why they don't sell it in more places. So that's different from the regular red Bourneville down here. I can't remember what it tastes like, so I'm going to put it in the not tried. Even though I have tried it, I just genuinely can't remember what it tastes like. Obviously not that good because I don't remember it that much. Yeah. A peppermint cream, again, haven't tried. Lion Bar. I'm just trying to think, have I ever tried a Lion Bar? I don't know if I have. I must have done at some point. Overrated Eat Max piece of cardboard. There's gonna be some fights in the chat now. So I'm gonna go either if I haven't tried it or I can't remember it because it's only something that I've tried once and can't remember. I'm going to put it in the not tried just because I can't form an appropriate opinion on it. So, Lion Bar, not tried. Lion Bars are good. Lots of them, though, not good for those who struggle with surprise texture in the chocolate. Fair. Orange Aero. You know, I'll give that a C. Because the orange one is definitely the best of all the flavors. flake. So, I don't think I'd ever pick to have a flake on its own. But, if there's an ice cream van, and you're getting a, what we call in the UK, a 99, which is where you get the soft serve ice cream in a cone, and they put a night, because it's called 99 flake, and you put the flake in it. So you go, it's like, oh, could I have a 99, please? So they give you a soft serve in a cone, and a flake in it. And that's very much a UK thing. You know what? Probably put flake about a C. I got in London with clouds first time I had a flake. Aww. It'll be nasty apart from the hardest. Yes. So, it's called a flake. It's very fucking flaky. It drops everywhere. Makes a bit of a mess on yourself. And if you don't get rid of it all, you then get melted chocolate on your clothes. And, not good. Not good. Alright. Oh my god. Holy Grail. S tier. Terry's chocolate orange. I don't think anyone can disagree with me on that one. Insane bit of food marketing magicry. Chocolate orange is great, but I love more orange. You'd love more orange flavour? It's already so orangey. The one time, I mean, this just shows like what a fat cow I am. One time, literally, I was sat on a train and I could smell it's like, oh, someone's eating a chocolate orange. And I turned and no, she was just eating a fucking orange. Yeah. That's how orangey it smells. Don't laugh, Jess! I'm very disappointed in myself that day. Great placement for Terry's. Thank you. Hi, Wookie! You're so right there. I feel like you smell it more than taste it. No. The important distinction, some foods smell more than they taste. That's true. Do you know what's a really great thing with marketing? Is marketing with smell. And there's one very specific place that does this, and they do it very well. You might not realise, but if you go to this place again, you'll recognise IKEA. If you go to IKEA, when you're walking through the different sections, they pump in artificial scents in certain areas to make you almost like feel the environment. For example, in sort of like the homeware section, yeah, they do, where they have like the coffee cups and the cafetières and things like that, the kitchen-y appliances, they pump like an artificial coffee smell into the area. When you go into the bit with the plants and the candles, they pump like a fragrance scent in through there. When you're going through like the bathroom area, there's like a clean linen scent. And they use that to like target market you because it makes you feel like you're in that environment and you can imagine that being your environment at home, which then encourages you to pick things up and to buy it because you could smell coffee. Like, oh, I love the smell of coffee. Like, oh, I'll get this cafetiere. It's really clever how they do it. Peachy has thoughts. Yeah, he also just mentioned in the cooling blanket area, they had the aircon turned on. So that because we had these heat waves in the UK recently, probably also across most of Europe, and we went in to go and get the cooling blanket to put over the mattress, but underneath the mattress cover. And when I was stood there feeling these cooling blankets, Peachy, yeah, he rightly noticed they had the aircon turned higher in that particular area to make you think, oh, this is nice and cool. I feel cooler when I'm touching this, so you buy it. Mind blown. Sneaky, I know. That's how they do it in Disney. Ah, never noticed. Do have to sneeze at the candle and plants though. At least it's that and not drugs that lower your purchasing inhibitions. True. Right, topic. I have no clue what a topic is, so it's going in the not tried. Toblerone. Now, most big stores do that, even some clothing stores do that to remind you of that feeling. Toblerone, COD, way less chocolate than before, greedy Swiss. So, for me, the topic is something you talk about. For me, Toblerone was something like you got someone as like a gift when you came back from being on holiday. Like it's like an airport gift type thing. But as Frizzy said, they've gone and reduced the size down massively. It used to be these proper big chunks. I'll be honest, I don't really like the flavour. I got given one as a gift not too long ago. And I think it was the white chocolate one. And I'll be honest, I didn't really rate it. I was like, I mean, it's chocolate, but I was like, Aero in ear tea feels kind of wrong, but then last time I had an Aero, it was kind of stale and almost tastes like plastic. Like, my argument with that, Wookie, was just, I buy chocolate to eat chocolate, not to eat air inside chocolate. I don't pay the same price of chocolate bar to get less. If I wanted air, I could breathe it in and out. So, they even changed how many triangles the damn chocolates have. See, this is lowering my desk a bit. Yeah, so I feel like Toblerone has lost a lot of credit. So we'll go put it down here in E. You couldn't have the big Toblerone in the fridge because they'd shatter your teeth. Do you like the air bubbles? They have to try and escape frequently. Toblerone is a dense cement of chocolate E-tier. It's interesting seeing everyone's different opinions on these. Before it had aura. When you had a Toblerone in your hand, it meant something. Now it's all gone. Ooh. Have you seen what they've done to Feast ice creams? No, but I was never allowed them as a kid. So, I never got to enjoy them. Oh, the blue light has gone out now. I swear these were on full charge at some point. Oh. I didn't realize they were on. Professional. Put on the kettle. Put the kettle on. I'm gonna get my lighting guys to go over and fix the lighting situation. So it's supposed to be blue there. There? Yes. There he goes. Also, those are his miniatures up there. In the glass case. You can see. I thought you were joking about Light Guy. No! There is a Peachy here. Peachy and I live together. Hey! Oh, did you look in the light? He looked directly in the light again. He did that earlier when he hurt himself. Back with some chocolate. What chocolate have you got? Kind of flickering. Should I turn the brightness down? He's fixing the cable so it doesn't flicker. Right hand guy's good to have, yeah. That'll be $24.99. No. No. That'll be 2 kisses. That's what that will be. Milka extra, caramel salt, almond flavor. Not even got to that. Oh, that's what you have. Ah. We have a bunch at work past the sell by date. Ah. Right. Turkish Delight. Not everyone's cup of tea. I enjoy it. It's like pink squidgy gel that's inside a chocolate coating. I feel like it comes best from the fridge. So here's the thing as well. I think the chocolate should be kept in the fridge. Peachy disagrees. Peachy is like, no, you can't eat chocolate that's been kept in the fridge. I think chocolate tastes best when it comes fresh from the fridge. And it's nice and cool. And, like, hard. I agree with you. Thank you. Depends on the chocolate. You tried it from the freezer? No. But I'll be putting Turkish Delight in B tier. Curly Whirly. One of my childhood favorites. This will... I say as I'm older, I probably like less caramel in my chocolate. But it's still going to be pretty high up there. I'm going to put that in B. Had it once or twice was okay, Sita. I put chocolate in the fridge by default, but then I buy some bars like Tony's Chocolonely. Yeah, and the packaging, like, there's no fridge. True. I do like Tony's chocolate. I don't know if it's on this list. I don't think it will be. I like what they stand for in terms of how they run their business and how they try to be as ethical as they can in sourcing their cocoa and everything. It's just a bit spenny for me. I like their sea salt caramel. That's probably my favorite. S tier. Snickers is S tier for fuck's sake. If it's got nuts or caramel, it doesn't go in the fridge. But why is everyone like yelling out ones that we've not even got to yet? Leave it be. We're doing it 10. Tony's kind of lost its appeal. Yeah. Also, fridge is a place that ants aren't going to get into. Yeah, I agree. Now part of a big chocolate producer with a claim trying to change the company from within. Snickers. Okay. I'm not a big fan of Snickers. Peachy loves Snickers. Mostly because he saw them advertised on WWE. And then he's like, oh, I want a Snickers bar. So he started buying Snickers bars. Snickers are the best. I just think there's too many peanuts in there. I said I don't really get it all that often. I'll probably put it in D. And be a D tier chocolate bar. That's the best part. Crunch bar, I've never had. Double Decker. I'll be honest, I think double deckers are kind of mid. Slaps, you think a double decker slaps? B. Oh. I don't. I don't like the whole... I mean, I know it's called a double decker. But I don't like the separation. Like the two different textures. Me, double decker would probably... Okay, really good.
Can you tell me the autistic girl has a problem with texture?
Maybe. Could be high, demoted due to effort required to eat it. Yeah. Caramel situation is kind of weird. It shouldn't be out if it's a little too hot since it spoils, makes you sick, but also should be in the fridge since it's crystallized. Picnic. Again, can't remember, so that's going to go in the not tried tier. Caramac. I really like Caramac. Picnic's F tier. Yeah, Caramac is a good... Caramac's going to B tier. A Galaxy Ripple. So a Galaxy Ripple is basically a bougier version of a flake. It's like a smoother... Ooh, look, I got these ripples. He literally ate one today. He got that as part of his meal deal. Ripple is chocolate, a chocolate covered flake in it. Basically, the chocolate is supposed to be smoother. Peachy says it's good chocolate, it's not Cadbury's. I think they're okay. I'll probably put them C. Rolos. Okay. So I have a would you give someone your last Rolo? Absolutely. Rolo's fucking awesome. No, I have trauma relating to fucking Rolos. I really do. So I was probably 12 or so, and I was eating a pack of Rolos, and I went to go get a Rolo out of the little tube, the little wrap packet came in. I picked up, and there was a little hole in it. I was like, okay, why is there a hole in it? And then I went to go and turn it over, and a fucking maggot fell out of my Rolo. I have never been able to eat them since. Fucking maggot fell out of my Rolo. So, yeah, ever since then, I was like, I've sworn off Rolos for life. Like, I have, like, fucking trauma about Rolos. Fresh rollers are great. Slightly non-fresh rollers are the worst thing on the planet. Yeah, I think this one must be slightly not fresh. How many? I'd eaten like half the packet, so I didn't know like how much maggot I had eaten. Ugh. That's an exact description of rollers as they are. They are disgusting. The only maggots will like them. Yeah. So for me, Rolos, F. Free protein, fuck off.
Yeah, what if they call them protein?
No, he's like, if they call them protein rollers, you eat them then. I don't fall for that gimmick. You're not even in a shot. I don't fall for that gimmick. You know where they had the word protein on front of a box just to make you gym bros buy it? Everything is protein now. Yeah. No, don't get my Philadelphia out of the fridge! So, let's just sidetrack. So, I like Philadelphia cream cheese spread. And they started doing different types. So, they did light, and then they did one called Lightest. And the Lightest is a lot less creamy, a lot more, how do you say it? Like almost like whipped. But I also liked it because it had a lower fat percentage versus how much protein was in it. And then recently, they went and completely got rid of Philadelphia Lightest. And then you're paying for error and it fuck off apples. It's not like an error situation. And then recently, they brought out Philadelphia Protein. It's literally, I looked at the macros on the back. It is just Philadelphia Lightest, but they got rid of the word lightest and put the word protein on it so they could get more sales. I already bought it before. You cannot bring chia seeds in here and say that they're for protein.
Yeah, look what they say.
What?
What's it say on the pack?
It's for fiber.
Uh-huh. What else is really good at?
Superfoods. Where? Where does it say on my chia seeds that it's for protein? It's fiber.
Uh-huh.
He's trying to prove a point and he's going to prove it wrong.
Well, no, I only picked it up because there we go. 22 grams of protein.
100 grams. You can't have more than 15 grams in a day.
What's that say?
Okay, but I like this granola.
What about this?
Okay, well, it's protein powder. Am I just going to get a bag of powder? No.
This is a good source of.
Source of fiber.
What's this say under that?
It says source of protein. Again, I get this for the fiber. Also high in omega-3. Flax seeds. This is my Philadelphia Lightest, which they rebranded and put a new word on.
What about these?
There's an ad going. Okay, I enjoy this cereal.
No, it doesn't work on you. No.
Go away. Put these things back in the kitchen.
Put them in the protein cupboard.
Don't have a protein cupboard!
One.
First tier list. Right, so Caramac, good. Next up, Galaxy Chocolate. Galaxy, I'd say is pretty nice. Very smooth. Melts in the mouth. S tier, don't know if man. I'd say I enjoy a Galaxy Chocolate, but however, I don't get it very often. Galaxy's pretty good, yeah. I'll probably put, yeah, about C. Next up, one that Peachy loves. Fudge. I'd say Fudge is like a bit of a classic. Huh? He doesn't need them anymore. Oh, the Cadbury's, that's why. The Fudge is Fudge. I had to assume that all chocolate is banned due to soy lecture unless it states as an alternative emulsifier. Yeah, looks like Safi. Hi, Young! Hello, darling. So, Fudge. I don't go out my way to buy them as individual chocolate bars. If they're, you know, like at Christmas, you need like a chocolate pack kind of thing. That's probably the only time I will eat a fudge. Hi Entus, why is Cadbury Flake C rank? Because when you bite into it, it breaks off everywhere and you get chocolate on your clothes. If you don't clear it off, then you get melted chocolate. Bounty's an A where it belongs. Huh?
Superior Galaxy.
That's why Peachy says. Well, actually, Flake and Ripple are both in C tier together. Peachy's pulled a face. Bounty's A where it belongs. Thank you. That's something you, me, and DB all agree on.
I think Cadbury should be F.
He says everything Cadbury should be an F. Peachy doesn't like Cadbury's chocolate anymore since they got taken over by another company and they changed a lot of their cocoa sugar base for palm oil. So it's altered the flavor, which is fair enough. Nice! Cat Fury subscribing for 69 months. You get some nice in chat. Fucking nice. You got taken over by Pirate Equity? Yeah. It been happening to hot sauce I used and I'm pissed. Ugh. Cat Fury, thanks so much for the 69 months. You're a... Fuck, I forgot what my sub-message was. Can you remember what it was?
Thanks for the money, idiot.
No, that was yours. Did I used to have a thank you thing for subs that I said?
Just have it.
Oh, lollipop! You now have a lollipop, but I can't promise it's not poisoned. There we go, I remembered it. Because of Peachy. Yeah. Fudge, I'll probably say D tier. Damn! Damn chocolate. Good old private equity buying our beloved products and making quality improvements. Hiya, Zine! Dem is meh. E or D, that's better Swedish. There's better Swedish chocolate. So Peachy and I bought a big bag of like the mini dimes. Is it dimes or dams? Dimes. So I bought a bag of like the mini dimes and literally we could not stop eating them. They were just addictive. Oh, very nice. But I quite like dams. I don't go out my way to have them, but when I do have them, I do very much enjoy them. So I will put them... I'll probably put them B. Kinder Chocolate. Young at Heart is streaking. Also, here's a list of all products falling under Mondelez. Oh. 5-star, 7 days, Cadbury, Dairy Milk, Belvita, Chips Ahoy. Oh, not Côte d'Or! No! So Côte d'Or, my friend Syrinx came over from the Netherlands and she brought me some Côte d'Or chocolates. And oh my god, it was one of the best things that I'd ever eaten in my life. And I saved the name so that way I could get some more. Because they were phenomenal. No. Oh, grenade bars, Halls. Mikado, Milka, Oreo. Philadelphia! Sour Patch Kids? Damn. Toblerone. Tuck Biscuits. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Côte d'Or's still good though, yeah. Hope you're okay. Orange Choc S tier, nice. Exactly. Karamak haven't had that in forever. Okay. Kinder Chocolate. I quite like Kinder Chocolate. Kinder is overrated. And overpriced. How dare you? D? No. Honey, what would you rate Kinder Chocolate? He says pretty high, but does have palm oil in it. You'd say A? Oh. Yeah, there's S, A, B, C, D, E, F, and they're not tried. Kinder chocolate belongs to kindergartners. Ah, dare you. Again, I probably only have it when I've bought it for, like, my niece. And then I have it, it's like, damn, this is good. It's too sweet. Yeah, that's the palm oil, isn't it? I'll put it in C. Yorkie! Is there any other Yorkies, or is it just classic Yorkie? Okay, here we go. Turn the music down a little. This is a smidgen. Okay. Yorkie bar. Peachy just said, tell them the story about the Yorkie bars. Okay. So, if people weren't already aware, I've been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. I'm autistic, and one of the things of being autistic is I take things very literally. So as a child, I saw Yorkie bars, and Yorkie bars, they had this advertising thing, so like Yorkies, not for girls, or like not for women, or something. And growing up, I saw this, and yet one, it made me want to be defiant and be like, well, why can't I have a Yorkie bar? So it's like one time I was in the shop with my dad, and I was like, Dad, I want a Yorkie. And he's like, you can't. I was like, but why not? He's like, it says because it's not for girls. I was like, but I want it. And he's like, but it's not for girls. So I went nearly over 2 decades of my life never eating a Yorkie because I thought I wasn't allowed to have them. Peachy's losing his fucking mind in the corner right now. I think you've told us once before, but yeah. I'm also very gullible. I finally got to try Yorkies. And it's not the original Yorkie, but the biscuit and raisin Yorkie. The one in the purple packaging. Fucking love those. I think they're wonderful. So I'm going to raisins. Ew, fuck off. Heresy Yorkie. It's not a heresy Yorkie. How dare you? So for me, I'm going to encompass that under as the representative for all Yorkies. I'm going to put it A tier. Yorkie, solid chocolate bar. Also, their chocolate is really smooth. Very nice. I think I had a Yorkie when I was in Wales. S tier for the chocolate, relegated because I think the still market is not for girls. Did you make them watch while you eat their chocolate? A man's snack. I adore you so much. I've missed this. Did I tell you a story about when I was a kid and my dad sent me to the corner shop, not the corner shop, to the hardware store around from where we lived, and he told me to ask the guy there if he had any red and white striped paint. I was like 7, and he gave me like £10. He's like, go to that hardware store and ask him if they got any red and white stripy paint. So I went over there and I asked the guy, who was a friend of my dad's, and this guy knew me. I was like, my dad says he's asking for a tin of like red and white striped paint. And instead of just leaving it there, he turns to me and says, oh, just go back to your dad and ask him if he wants vertical or horizontal stripes. So I walk all the way home and asked my dad, I was like, Dad, the guy at the shop asked if you want horizontal or vertical stripes. I was 7! So we can blame that on me being a child. Well, the ones we cannot blame were the ones when I was a grown adult and working in a pub. And the manager from the bar told me to go up to the kitchen because we served food as well. and asked me to go into the kitchen. Asked like, "Oh, Saf, could you just go to the kitchen and get a long stand?" Okay. So I go up there, and I go to the kitchen. And I was like, "Ben, Dave says I need a long stand," and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's just around the back, love." I'm stood there and I'm looking for it. I was like, "Where?" And he's like, "No, you'll see it. You'll see it." And I was like, "Ben, I can't see it." He's like, "Just wait, you'll see it." I was in there for like 5 minutes. I wasn't the only one that they did that to. They asked one of the other he was quite a young bartender at the time. They sent him to the kitchen to check if they had any salmon legs. And our pub, it was a bit of a chain franchise, and there was another one of our pubs, like a 2 or 3 minute walk away. So I once got sent round for some ice making solution. Literally got told to like leave our pub, walked all the way to the other pub, asked the manager in that pub, it's like, "Dave sent me around for some ice making solution," and then watched him absolutely double up and lose his shit laughing. And then I got given a can of Monster as a consolation prize and sent back to my pub. Yeah, someone could tell me like the word gullible's written on the ceiling and I'd fucking look. Yeah. Eddie. Looking at Mars bars is one reason I figured out the soy thing. Oh, that's moved. I guess it didn't have diagonal stripes in stock. No. A long time to stand. It's like this construction guy saying to newbies to fill the leveler until the bubble's gone. Oh no. I used to tell apprentices to get me the wire stretcher when I still worked in the field. Oh my god, what's that behind you? What's what? That? Or that? Or those? There's lots of things. Unless that is a joke that... Oh no, you're trying to tell me something behind me! Fuck. Fuck off, Wookie. I found something from the Dawntown. I'll pop a link in Discord soon. The page is called Fool's Errands. A kind of monster, not a bad consolation, yeah. Right. A star bar. I swear I've had one of those, but I can't remember, so it's going to go in the not tried aisle. Does anyone else here remember a star bar? Star bar? I don't think they're very popular. Oh, they're Cadbury's as well, so Peach will hate it. A Kinder Bueno. Kinder Bueno, I think, are overrated. Eat it, really? I think they're quite tasty. I'll probably put it in and beat it. Mars bar. Honey, Mars bar? A. Peachy says A for a Mars bar. They're okay. C T for Mars. Let's try to think. I don't have them very regularly. Peach went through a bit of a phase with them. B. A, but very banned. Yeah, I'll probably put them in D. Yeah, they do get, like, the amount of caramel content in them, they do get quite sickly quite quick. You remember those special limited time Mars bars that were just the top part? No. Freddo! Fucking A-tier. Freddo. Piece of British culture there. You know, you can always measure the price of inflation based on how expensive a Freddo is. I remember when I was a kid, I remember Freddos used to cost 5p. 5 pence for a Freddo. It was wonderful. I mean, there's nothing spectacular. It's literally, it's just Cadbury's chocolate shaped like a frog. But Freddo is like peak childhood. I have recently been introduced to Freddos. They generation gapped me. Freddos are banging. I love me a Freddo. I really do. A chomp. Oh, chomps. Chomps are sort of like fudges, aren't they? Are they like curly whirlies? My local Sainsbury's actually got their Freddos down to 15p via Nectar point at 1 point. Ooh. Chomps. Not too impressed with. I think I'm gonna put them in E. Right, classic Kit Kat. Again, not a massive fan. I'm probably going more like a fudge. Yeah. Classic Kit Kats. I'm probably gonna put I'll put them D tier. Kit Kat, not much flavour. S tier, especially as you can tell the savagery of the eater. D is that, yeah. Milky Bar. Don't got too many left. Milky Bar. I swear, I probably ate more Milky Bars as a child than I ever done as an adult. It's white chocolate. It's very heavy and fat and saturated fat. I'm actually going to give them an E. They're pretty plain. Our Kit Kat's not a biscuit, though. Well, a Jaffa Cake is a cake. Would you call a Jaffa Cake a biscuit? It's one of those debatable areas, isn't it? Crunchy. A tier. Fucking love crunchies. I just love something that can absolutely break a filling off on. Just go. American, they're all cookies or something, yeah. But I think there's a difference between a cookie and a biscuit. Very much so. I absolutely love crunchies. I think they're delectable. I love the honeycomb. I always see the Kit Kats with the biscuits, so I assume it's what they are. Well, where I shop, I see the Kit Kats with the chocolate bars. Crunchy's great with Pepsi Max and Crunchy combo for when you're flagged. Yeah, gets a nice fizzle going. I really like to sort of like bite the top layer of the chocolate off of the Crunchy and like eat the chocolate off from all sides and then just be left with the honeycomb bar and eat that. The possibility of breaking your filling is a good thing. It's like a danger. Love the E number hyperactivity from the honeycomb. Dairy milk caramel. Too sickly sweet, too messy. That's gonna go F tier. Not good. There's a point actually. Kit Kats are separate from things like dairy milk and my co-op. Mess potential is high. Yeah. Whisper Gold, never had. Toffee Crisp. Now that's a throwback. I've not had that one since I was, again, quite young. Do you have an ice cream flavor tier list? So this is just one that I found pre-made on their website. If people want to... I might make a channel in the Discord, actually. If people want to make and submit, like, tier lists for us to do. Because it's like, I'm quite enjoying this, like, this thing on stream. Where we have a little chat, we do a tier list, and then we play a game. I know this tier list is going quite long. But if people want to make tier lists and submit them, I'm more than happy for people to do that. There we go. Tier list submissions. Can't spell tier list, can I? Boy. There we go. I'll have to fix that up later. So there is a channel in the Discord now called Tier List Submissions. So you can submit tier lists. And maybe I'll pick one for us to do. I see Revels coming up. Oh, fuck yes. Okay. So if you want to make an ice cream one, Entus, and put it in there, then there's a high possibility that I'll do it. Whisper Gold is a caramel-filled whisper. Yeah, sort of guess. The chocolate addict, I'm losing my mind because we don't have most of those chocolates where I live, and here I'm sitting at night looking directly into a tier list of a bunch of chocolates. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Toffee crisps are good, but also waste chocolate space due to how much Rice Krispies in them. Yeah. I'd say it's been so long that I can't remember, so I'm going to put them in not tried. Twirl. I fucking love a twirl. I think twirl is the nice middle ground between a flake and a ripple. It's a flake that has been encapsulated. So, twirl is sort of like a ripple that's been encapsulated. I really like a twirl. I'm gonna put twirl on my A tier. I enjoy twirl. I love an orange twirl. Orange twirls are wonderful. So, I'm quite happy with that placement. Twix C, nice to have from time to time. Problem is not looking at the problem is that I must find and try them. I said, if you ever come to the UK, get yourself to a corner shop. Big bag of chocolate. Twix are very bad. Twix, I'd say I don't get them very often, but I do enjoy them. I will probably... So I've been putting them in their orders. I think once we get them in their tiers, we'll then go through and order them by which is best in each tier. So for now, I'll just put that in B. I think it's a good chocolate. Here's the thing though, would you call Twix a chocolate bar or a biscuit? Because I think there's more biscuit in a Twix than there is in a Kit Kat. You know. Twix is now very banned. Biscuit. Twix. Hershey's. Sorry to all the Americans. Fucking F tier. Tried. However they make American chocolate, it is disgusting. It's like, it's not chocolate, it's candy chocolate.
There's a difference between American Hershey's chocolate bar and Hershey's chocolate bar.
Yeah. Yeah. Hershey's nasty. Yeah. So, yeah. It's not good. Mini eggs. S tier. You know what's an even better mini eggs? The Terry's Chocolate Orange mini eggs. I used to live off of those at university. Fucking mint. Yeah. Mini eggs. Honestly, one time I just bought a big bag like this from Tesco's whilst I was at work, and I was just sat the entire shift just eating yum 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 yum. Mini eggs, lovely. So I got mini eggs as a treat from the vicar in primary school. And it's like they're associated like with Easter because they're eggs and Easter eggs, and but there's just something about them. For our most recent holiday that Peachy and I went on, we went to Corfu, went to our favourite place to stay, and before we went, I said, it's like, oh, I should do my nails before we go away, because I enjoy doing nails and nail art and everything, and I did a selection of pastel colours, so I had like a pastel pink, pastel yellow, blue, green and purple, and then I put like a shiny glimmer effect on, and I was looking at those, like, oh, these look lovely, these look really nice, and I was like, wait. It's like, from a distance, they look like mini eggs. And then Peachy starts laughing because they had, like, mini egg nails. It was so cute! Do you just like orange flavour in general, Safi? Do you like regular oranges? I never cared for orange chocolate. I would say I do have a big love for orange chocolate. Mostly because I love Terry's Chocolate Orange. I do enjoy chocolate of the orange variety. Like, yeah, we've got a higher ranking on the Orange Aero. If there was an orange twirl, that would probably be S tier as well. I do enjoy it. Regular oranges, I do enjoy them, but it takes me a while to get through them because they're very textury, and I have to peel off a lot of like the extra skin and stuff that sits on the orange, or I can eat it and make sure the pips are out. I say orange is not my go-to fruit, but I will eat them. Matchmakers. These are the mint ones. I'll be honest, not a fan. E tier. A tier, but ban. Ow. I have several mini eggs avatars that come out for reprise at certain times of the year. Oh, cute! Cream egg. Mmm. I do enjoy a cream egg, although as I've gotten older, they're very... As I've gotten older, I have found that Cadbury's cream eggs are a lot more sickly. I find, yet heavy. They're a lot more sickly to have than compared to when I was a kid. Obviously, because the chocolate is so thick and there's so much cream filling. You used to get like Easter eggs at Easter. One of my big boxes, it would be a Cadbury's cream egg, and it would have the big egg and lots of mini cream eggs. And I always got really sad that when you opened the big egg, that it wasn't a giant Cadbury's cream egg that you could just like, scoop an entire thing of goo out of. I got what you mean. I'm like that with bananas and oranges. Enjoy the taste of some things, but I don't like keeping those fruit. Yeah. I really do enjoy a cream egg, but I find it quite heavy. So you know what? I'll put that B. Like, it'll probably end up being like a high B. Like, between like a B and an A. Like, love it. Very classic, very iconic. But, yeah, just, a bit too heavy for me. How do you eat yours? So, I bite, like, the top of the cream egg off. And then I'll sort of, like, suckle on it. And, like, he's laughing at me. I try and sort of, like, lick, like, the goo out. And then try and break it in half. The correct way, thank you. Suck it dry. Fuck. Goo. A goo. You have to lick the goo out. Yeah. Revels, S tier. Specifically, and this might sound controversial, specifically the coffee ones. Coffee Revels, I would have a bag of just the coffee ones. They are that wonderful. I am well versed in getting a bag of Revels, and just by feeling of weight alone, I can tell which ones are the coffee and the orange filling ones, and which ones are the toffee ones. Just by weight, I can tell. Because Peach and I got a bag of Revels. Was it last night? Yeah, last night we had a bag of Revels. We walked to the corner shop, got a bag of Revels to share, and Peachy was like, he was picking one up and pulling it out. He's like, oh, toffee. This was, oh, Malteser. And it's like, he couldn't find them. Literally every time I had him, it's like, coffee, orange, coffee, orange. I probably got like 6 or 7 coffee or orange ones in a row. Just off of feel.
My favourite part was that bag of Revels we shared. That was my favourite when we shared. You remember when we shared it?
I kept finding the good ones for you and passing them to you.
I had 4!
Okay, who ate the rest of the M&Ms?
You had loads of them!
I had 4 M&Ms! I had a little handful, and you had the rest of that bag! Sorry.
Okay, buddy.
I did bet. No. My stream. Evil's A for the good ones, F for the betrayals. No. Coffee ones are banging, thank you. What kind of superpower is that? One that I shall not share with the world. I get annoyed if there are too many Maltese in my rules. If I wanted them, I'd buy Maltese. Exactly. So, Safi, if you have a Kit Kat, do you break it into sticks first or just bite into it unbroken? Break it into sticks. I'm not a monster. I need to do a savagery test there. Or it depends who I'm with and who I want to piss off. Basically. Yes. Okay. What are those? Lindt chocolates? See, I can only remember a few times when I've ever had Lindt chocolates. They're very much only sort of like a people buy them at Christmas kind of thing. I'd probably say D. Lindt to yeah. Probably put them D. M&M's. Peanut M. So I'm going to have to take this like encapsulation for all M&M's. Not a huge fan of the peanut M&Ms. I love the crunchy M&Ms. The one coming in the blue packet. The and it's still expensive. Yeah, so for us to get any that are a reasonable price, it's a really tiny small bag. Can't remember Lint is banned. Crunchy M&Ms, I absolutely adore. It's probably one of my go-to. My go-to like grab bags of chocolates is crispy M&Ms along with Revels. Chocolate ones, not a huge fan of. I do these nice like cookie dough brownie bite one. They're fucking addictive. M&Ms, I'll put A tier. Those. Very nice. What we got next on the list? Minstrels. Minstrels are okay. Wouldn't go out my way to buy them. Probably C. 187 gram bag of crispy M&Ms is €3.69. Yeah, so I think the bag of M&Ms that we bought last night was 107. Like 107 grams. And that was like £2.50. I really loves them. I don't understand what he finds on M&Ms except their colours. Yeah. Munchies. I used to get Munchies a lot as a kid. Those ones. However, for me, they're too close to Rolos. So now I'm not really a fan. So I'll probably put them like E because it's not as bad as Rolos. Minstrels at ST, car Munchies, because you put the bag in the door pockets to scoff a few so they wouldn't melt. Munchies just square Rolos, yeah. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Astonishing flavour. Peanut butter and chocolate together. Wonderful. Only problem is, again, like the Cadbury's cream eggs, they're just a bit too heavy. Reese's, what do you mean Reese's? Ew. Reese's, very nice. I'll probably put B. Because they're just a bit too heavy for me these days. Smarties. American junk. Smarties. Not really a fan of Smarties anymore. Again, one that I really liked as a child. Probably put D. E? Ferrero Rochers. Very chalky. Ferrero Rochers, I don't think you can really have more than one or two. I'll probably put C. Again, expensive. Yeah, Ferreros are like a gift chocolate. Like, you don't buy them for yourselves, but like you'll give them to someone as a gift or you'll receive them as a gift, you know? Same with like Lindt chocolates and things like that. Or Toblerones. Those aren't chocolates you buy yourselves. Those are gift-giving chocolates. Huh? Or a milk. Oh yeah, Ferrero Rocher milkshakes. I devour all the Ferreros, but they're so pricey. Cadbury's chocolate eclairs. I thought you were allowed to have Ferrero Rochers if you were a guest in like an European embassy or something. I don't know. I don't run a European embassy. Alright. Cadbury's chocolate eclairs. I totally buy myself Toblerone though, but specifically the milk one at Christmas. I only ever have Cadbury's eclairs when they're in those multi-packs of like the mini chocolates at Christmas. Probably the only time I really have them. I think they're alright. Not my favourite. Either like D or E. Oh, Cadbury's Egg Twisted or Twister. You know what? I'm actually gonna put it F tier. Way too gooey, way too sickly sweet, way too heavy. And it's like, if you're gonna have, it's like you may as well just have a cream egg. Why do you need it in bar form? Like, you can't perfect something that's already great. After Eights. Those are things that my nana always had, like a box of After Eights at her house. Awful. Hate chocolate with mint. Thing is, it's like supposed to be like a bougie, classy thing. It's like, oh, after dinner. Oh, should we have an after 8? Because you're supposed to only have them after 8 o'clock. I never buy them for myself. Yeah, it's a grandma chocolate. I put D. D tier. Wagon wheels. Those jammy ones. I'll be honest. Wagon wheels. They don't do it for me. Me, it's the marshmallow filling. Just yeah. Not nice. Don't enjoy it. So I'm gonna put both wagon wheels. E. Disgusting. Even make twisted anymore? I haven't seen them since I was as tall as Sappy. And when was that, love? Because I'm still as tall as he. If not taller. Magic stars. Okay, again. A childhood staple. However, do not have anymore. They were fun. So one of my favourite things to do was, because they have all the different faces. And again, I don't understand how they didn't realise I was autistic sooner. Was I used to pour all my magic stars out on a little plate and then turn them over so I could see all their faces. And then I'd organise them into groups based on their faces. And then I would count how many was in their groups and I would line them up. And I would eat them in order of which group had the most. I go from the largest group down to the smallest group and eat them numerically. Yeah. I still sort of do that with like Skittles and M&Ms. I'll get a bit handful and then I'll separate them by the colours and then line them up and count how many there are. Magic stars. Good childhood memory, I guess. C tier. And then giant Dairy Milk buttons. Again, not really a fan. E tier.